Urgent breaking news, Texans Nation. Out of Houston, the Texans front office has just pulled off another major move in NFL free agency, making waves across the league and shaking up their roster in a way that nobody saw coming as they continue to solidify their defense and special teams. This latest signing is sending shockwaves through the football world. Houston has secured a new addition to their linebacker corps in a strategic move aimed at reinforcing their depth and bolstering their special teams impact. Earlier this week, the Houston Texans finalized a deal to bring in linebacker Nick Niemann on a 2-year contract worth $65 million. The 27-year-old former Chargers standout is known for his exceptional contributions on special teams, logging over 1,298 career snaps and proving himself as a consistent and reliable force. Niemann played a crucial role for Los Angeles last season, participating in 80% of their special teams snaps and showcasing his ability to deliver under pressure. But why did the Texans prioritize this signing? What does this move reveal about the team's offseason strategy? Stay tuned as we break down the details behind this calculated decision by Houston and what it means for the upcoming season. Niemann brings a wealth of experience to Houston after spending the last 4 seasons with the Los Angeles Chargers, where he developed into a core special teams contributor and a reliable depth piece on defense. Originally drafted in the 6th round of the 2021 NFL Draft out of the University of Iowa, Niemann quickly carved out a role for himself by demonstrating his versatility and consistency on the field. Standing at 6'3" and weighing 244 pounds, he possesses the size and athleticism that make him a valuable asset in multiple defensive schemes. During his tenure with the Chargers, Niemann played in 64 games and made 3 starts, accumulating a total of 86 tackles, 1 interception, and a forced fumble. His ability to contribute in various phases of the game made him a key figure on special teams, where he saw action on nearly 1,300 snaps over 4 seasons in the 2024 campaign alone. He participated in 80% of Los Angeles special teams plays, recording 21 tackles across 13 games. While his defensive snap count remained limited, Niemann proved his worth as a high-impact special teams player capable of making crucial plays in high-pressure situations. The Texans' decision to sign Niemann aligns with their broader offseason strategy, which has focused on reinforcing depth and strengthening special teams units. Houston lost several key contributors on special teams in free agency and needed to find experienced players to fill those gaps. With his track record of durability and consistency, Niemann fits the mold of a player who can step in immediately and provide stability to the unit. His 2-year, $65 million contract includes $4 million in guaranteed money, along with performance-based incentives that could increase his overall earnings in Houston. Head coach DeMeco Ryans has emphasized the importance of building a well-rounded roster that excels in all phases of the game, and the addition of Niemann reflects that philosophy. As the Texans look ahead to the 2025 season, his role will be critical in maintaining the effectiveness of Houston's special teams and providing insurance depth at linebacker. With a roster that continues to evolve, Niemann's arrival signals a calculated effort to maintain competitiveness in a highly contested AFC South. One of the key factors behind Niemann's decision to join the Texans was the opportunity to compete for more defensive snaps. While he played a crucial role on special teams with the Chargers, his path to regular defensive playing time was limited by the team's established linebacker rotation. In Houston, the situation presents a more favorable outlook. The Texans' linebacker unit underwent significant changes in the offseason, and Niemann now finds himself in a position where he could see an expanded role beyond special teams. The Texans' recent linebacker moves have reshaped the depth chart, with Azeez Al-Shaair, Christian Harris, and Henry two slated to lead the position group. The team also re-signed Jake Hansen, another key special teams contributor. Niemann's arrival adds more competition and depth to the unit. With his experience and adaptability, he has a chance to carve out a role in specific defensive packages, particularly in passing situations where his coverage ability could be tested. Houston's front office was strategic in allocating their limited salary cap space, prioritizing versatile players who can contribute in multiple ways. Niemann's contract structure reflects this approach with incentives that reward performance and playing time. His deal includes $1.5 million in fully guaranteed salary for the first year, along with per-game roster bonuses and a $250,000 playtime incentive. This ensures that his financial compensation aligns with his contributions on the field, giving the Texans flexibility in managing their cap space. The Texans coaching staff, led by DeMeco Ryans, has shown a preference for high IQ players who can execute within a disciplined defensive system. Niemann fits that mold, having played under multiple defensive coordinators with different schemes during his time with the Chargers. His ability to quickly adapt to new systems will be an asset as Houston looks to refine its defensive approach and maintain its status as a playoff contender. The Texans' defense ranked among the top units in key statistical categories last season, and the team is aiming to build on that success with calculated personnel moves like this. Niemann's arrival is part of a broader strategy by the Texans to remain competitive in an increasingly tough AFC landscape. While the team has yet to make a splash signing in free agency, its approach has been calculated, focusing on cost-effective deals that add depth and flexibility, with several key players hitting free agency and salary cap constraints limiting their spending. The Texans had to be strategic in filling roster gaps. Niemann's contract represents a low-risk, high-reward move that strengthens the team's special teams unit while adding an experienced depth piece to the linebacker rotation. The decision to invest in special teams is not surprising given its impact on field position and overall team performance under special teams coordinator Frank Ross. The Texans have emphasized discipline and efficiency in this phase of the game. Last season, Houston ranked among the league's best in special teams efficiency, making key plays that contributed to their playoff push. Adding a player like Niemann, who has extensive experience on all four core special teams units, is a move that aligns with this philosophy. One key factor that makes Niemann an intriguing addition is his durability. He has never missed a game in his 4-year NFL career, playing in all 17 games in each of his first 3 seasons with the Chargers. His consistency and availability make him a reliable option in a league where injuries can quickly deplete depth charts. For a team like the Texans looking to make a deeper playoff run in 2025, having players who can stay on the field and perform at a high level is crucial. While Niemann's primary role will be on special teams, his defensive background provides additional value. Houston's coaching staff is known for maximizing player versatility and could look to integrate him into specific defensive packages. His ability to read offenses and contribute in coverage situations could make him an asset in sub-packages, particularly on third downs, where linebackers are often tested in pass coverage as Houston continues to fine-tune its defensive identity. Niemann's skill set offers intriguing possibilities for the upcoming season. Niemann's signing is not just about bolstering special teams, it also fits into the Texans' broader defensive vision under head coach DeMeco Ryans. With an emphasis on building a disciplined and adaptable defensive unit, Houston has been targeting players with strong football IQs and the ability to contribute across multiple schemes. Niemann, with his extensive experience in different defensive packages during his time with the Chargers, offers precisely that versatility. One of the most intriguing aspects of Niemann's role in Houston is how he might be utilized beyond special teams. While he has primarily been a special teams ace in the NFL, he does have experience playing as an off-ball linebacker, particularly in coverage situations. In his limited defensive snaps with Los Angeles, Niemann demonstrated the ability to read offensive schemes and position himself effectively in pass coverage. His size, 6'3", 244 pounds, and athleticism allow him to move well laterally, making him a potential option in certain sub-packages designed to counter pass-heavy offenses. The Texans coaching staff has a history of maximizing player versatility, and Niemann's adaptability makes him a valuable chess piece in their system. He has played under multiple defensive coordinators with varying schemes, giving him the experience necessary to transition smoothly into Ryans' defensive philosophy. This flexibility could be particularly useful as Houston continues to refine its defensive approach to match up against some of the AFC's elite offenses. Financially, the move also aligns with Houston's strategic spending. The team entered free agency with salary cap constraints requiring careful allocation of resources. Niemann's contract, which includes performance-based incentives, reflects this calculated approach, rewarding on-field contributions while maintaining financial flexibility. If he earns additional defensive snaps and performs well in his role, the incentives in his deal ensure that both he and the team benefit. As Houston aims to remain competitive in the AFC South and push for a deeper playoff run, Niemann's presence adds another layer of depth to an already improving defense. His signing not only reinforces special teams, but also provides the Texans with an experienced, adaptable player who could carve out a larger role as the season progresses. Another key element of Niemann's signing is how it impacts the Texans' overall roster strategy as they prepare for the NFL draft in the upcoming season. With limited salary cap space, the Texans have opted for smart, cost-effective additions rather than splashy big-money moves. Niemann's signing is a perfect example of this approach, prioritizing players who can contribute immediately while also offering potential long-term value at 27 years old. He has established himself as a durable and reliable presence, playing in all 17 games in each of his first 3 seasons and appearing in 13 games last year. His ability to stay healthy and available is a crucial asset in a physically demanding league where depth is constantly tested. In addition to his experience and consistency, Niemann brings a level of leadership that aligns with the culture head coach DeMeco Ryans is building in Houston. As a player who has worked his way up from a late-round draft pick to a respected NFL contributor, he understands the importance of hard work, preparation, and adaptability. This mindset fits seamlessly into a Texans locker room that has been transformed in recent years with an emphasis on toughness, accountability, and a team-first mentality. The Texans have been methodical in their free agency strategy, balancing immediate needs with long-term sustainability. While the front office has made a few key trades and signings to address depth concerns, the focus remains on the NFL draft, where the team will look to add young impact players who can develop alongside established veterans. Niemann's signing reinforces this approach by securing a dependable piece for both special teams and defensive depth, allowing the Texans to enter the draft with more flexibility to target other areas of need as Houston continues building a competitive roster for the 2025 season. Niemann's role will be one to watch. His impact on special teams is almost guaranteed, but his ability to carve out a defensive role could add even more value to this signing as the Texans prepare for training camp and finalize their roster decisions. This move underscores their commitment to depth, versatility, and calculated roster construction. For more updates, analysis, and insider coverage on the Houston Texans, be sure to stay connected with us throughout the offseason. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on your team. Thank you for tuning in. We are Texans.